Well, welcome back YouTube. Quick video before we go. The Transalp's in for its service. 8,000 miles in 6 months. And they've given me the GB350S. So I thought, why not take it for a ride into that there LNDO and do some urban riding where I think this will shine. So, without further ado, let's shoot off. Seem to have people around me that, yeah, we all don't like the 20 mile an hour speed limit, but what we do about that is we get rid of the councillors who impose that. Whoa! You know, if you don't like 20 mile an hour, okay, if you don't like 20 mile an hour, you get rid of the councils and put councillors in that won't impose the draconian laws and rules. And I've got this thumping thing between my legs. I do like that noise, you know. It's got a lovely tone. I do like that. Puts a smile on my face, I know that. And that is the other thing about these bikes, is that you know, they're this, you know, urban stuff, city riding. And because you know, there's no point trying to sort of race off because, you know, you're hitting 20 before you can even think about it. It just puts a little chuckle on your face. You know, people do look, because it does have that old vintage look, but it isn't. It's brand spanking new. Honda have really done well. Again, the colour options, I know they're vintage, I do know because I've had a look, but could have been a bit more imaginative, especially with that light blue colour, because on the website, when you look, if you go and do your configuration, it looks more blue. You know, the button that you press looks more blue than the light blue that's nearly this grey is. Does that make sense? Yeah. So in real world, the light blue is more like this grey, really. You know, and the black is obviously Honda black, which is fine. And personally, I've put on my other video that I would like to see that, you know, that vintage sort of burnt / rusty orange colour with gold pinstripe. Cool. That'd set this off. That'd make this $1 billion. Not Honda put it up to $1 billion, but please. But even if it was like a £200 option, you know, like Royal Enfield do, you know, they offer you like the base colour or colours, and then if you want something a bit special, obviously someone's got to be paid to spray it up. And as a person that used to spray my drums before I sold them, and I glossed them to mirror-like finish, I appreciate the work that goes in, and admire, you know, these artists that do custom airbrush work. Amazing, you know, you guys really are artists of the best. Oh look, my car. Okie dokie. Although all that driving I just did there, which I will include because it's quite good actually, because it showed how nimble it was to turn around in tight places, you know, navigate tight lanes and all that. So that's pretty cool. And it was all uphill, so that's a bit of a tricky one at the best of days. The brakes are definitely suitable for this kind of riding. I mean, they really do bring me up quick, so this is pretty good. They don't snatch or anything, so. But again, because you're on the bike, you do, you know, go into it quite a bit, you know, nose down. Virgin Blood Learner. Right, that's a new one to me. Answer. Hello? Hello, how are you? You alright? Oh, I'm not even at the Bikeshed yet. I'm having a coffee and a sandwich. Oh, I don't know. Alright, so I'll see you, yeah, about an hour and a half or so, something like that. Okay, All right then, no worries. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Well, that's the Transalp sorted. It was done quick. New tyre and full service. They're just giving it a wipe over for me. So I'm going to have a quick coffee and get this bubby back. What haven't I enjoyed about my little jolly into London? The impatience of other drivers. You know, we're all to the rules, as it were. Yes, feels alright. I think what I would do is possibly get these bars lifted a little bit, just a little bit, an inch or so, maybe, I don't know, because they do feel, just for me, a little bit low, but that might be the whole concept, you know. I do know that there's a C version of this. There's all eager and rushing and unbelievable. Just calm down. Again, get rid of the mayor, get rid of local councils that impose these draconian ideas, and we all end up much happier. Instead of at each other's throats and bumpers. Ah yes, when I came down here last time, this was shut, this bridge. So I'm going to get in front of this car because that van behind me is getting on my nerves. Whoa! Yeah, well, you know. So you're getting out of the way, but not looking forward.
Yeah, sorry, sir. I'm really sorry.
Well,
apologies.
I'm going to have to take your details because this is a courtesy bike while my one's in thing.
Do you think there's any damage?
I don't know. They'll have to. I'm going to have to report it.
Can I look at it?
Sorry.
Would you like to look at it?
Well, it's their bike. It's not mine. It's their bike. It's their bike, not mine. I mean, you know, I have to.
Is there any damage on it?
Huh?
In your opinion, do you think there's any damage?
I'm not saying a word. It is what it is. You know, they might want a new plate. You know, it's nothing to do with me.
There was no damage on it whatsoever.
It doesn't matter about the no damage whatsoever. It's the fact you know, undue care and attention. You're not looking forward. You smack into the vehicle in front. Huh? Fucking. This phone. Luckily, the camera was on. So we'll have a little playback of that. Well, this coffee better be worth it. That'll be alright. I can't say whether there's any damage or not. You know, it's not my bike. It belongs to Honda, and they all doesn't feel. It feels alright. Maybe it'd be the number plate, but it could be the thing that holds the plate on as well. I don't know. And it wasn't a big bump, so lovely lots, and ta-ta for now. Oh, all right. Not until 12. Yeah, I'm going to have to remember that it's not open until 12. Anyway, not to worry. So I'm going to head home the fastest way now, so we'll see how we do on slow motorway, because the flyover out of London, in and out of London at the A40, M40 drops to 30 for some reason, so but that is the quicker route. But then as we get back into normal civilization, the speed limits get back to sort of normal. So